Hello students and welcome back. Today we are going to discuss the next topic from the chapter operating system. So here we will discuss about various type of operating system. So in today's topic we are discussing about various type of operating system and operating system interfaces. So at first there are basically two types of operating system. The first one is single user operating system. Single user, as the name refers, this operating system, in this operating system only one user is allowed to work at a particular point of time. Okay, so more than one user is not allowed here, like the computer we are using in our home. In those computer, at a time only one person is allowed to work, so that is a single user operating system. But this single user operating system can be two type. What are they? One is single task operating system, where only one application or only one task can be run on that operating system, not more than one application can be run. Example is MS-DOS or the operating system used in basic mobile phones which have keypads. Another is single user multitasking operating system. In this operating system, the user can perform or can run many applications, more than one applications at a time. Like if we open our computer and we start typing a Word document, then we can download something from the internet, we can listen music, and all three work can be done simultaneously. So this is an example of single user multitasking operating system. Next is multi-user operating system. Multi-user, or it is also called multi-programming operating system. Here in this operating system, more than one user is allowed to work at a single time. So more than one user program are loaded into main store at the same time. Execution of the active programs are done based on some protocols. So in this type of operating system there are different protocols. Protocols means set of rules. So this set of rules define which process or which program will be executed first. Basically the servers uses this kind of operating system because the servers are connected with many computer, and from many computer requests or processes are coming to the main computer, and that will be processed by this kind of operating system. That will be handled by this kind of operating system. Examples are Unix, Linux, this kind of operating system. Okay, so our next topic is different type of operating system, but these two type, that is single user and the multi-user, these are the main basic type of operating system. Instead of these two operating system, there are some other type of operating system. First one is time sharing operating system. So what happens when we run an application in our computer, operating system allows some part of CPU time to that process, so that the process can be executed by the CPU. In this time sharing operating system, a fixed time is given to each process. If the process is not completed within that given time, the CPU will start executing the next process that is waiting. And similarly, the second process will be given a fixed time. If within that time the process is finished, then it's okay. Otherwise, again it will go to the next process and putting the other previous processes at waiting condition. Okay, so this is the time sharing operating system. Example is BDS Unix. It is a version of Unix operating system. Next, if we see, the next type of operating system is real-time operating system. Real-time operating system is a particular type of operating system which is used to get the maximum output of the system. So in this type of operating system, a process has a fixed deadline and the process must be completed within that deadline. So in order to complete within the given deadline, the computer have to perform better. Okay, so this is real-time operating system. Example is Lynx OS. Next is multi-processing operating system. So in this type of operating system, the operating system is capable of handling more than one processor at a time. So why the system need more than one processor? If the system is assigned to a complex process like some kind of nuclear research, weather forecast, this kind of complex research, complex process, to execute this kind of complex process, more than one processor are required, so that the load can be distributed, so that the process can be distributed among the processors to get the maximum output. Okay, example is Unix, Linux, Windows NT. Next is distributed operating system. Distributed operating system is another kind of operating system where the operating system distribute the workload among many servers. The servers may not be present at the same location. It can be spread throughout the globe or throughout the continent, but the main goal is to get the maximum efficiency. So most of the reservation systems use this kind of operating system. Again, Unix, Linux is the example. So we can say that Unix, Linux, these are versatile operating system which falls in the category of multi-user operating system, distributed operating system. Not only that, it falls on the category of multi-processing operating system also. Okay, so these are the different types of operating system. Now we will look into the new operating system interface. So what is an interface? Interface is actually an environment provided by the operating system so that the user can interact with the hardware of the computer system. So operating system, we know operating system acts as an interface between the user and the hardware of a computer system. It provides a platform or environment where the application programs like Word document, music player, and some other application programs run. So this is the operating system interface. So operating system interface can be categorized in two different categories. First one is character user interface or CUI. So as the name refers, this type of operating system provides an environment where the user needs to type to perform a task. Anything the user want to perform, they have to type. There is no option for using the mouse. Okay, so MS-DOS is an example of character user interface. The QB64 programming you have done, there it was mentioned that it was based on CUI operating system. So now you understand what is the meaning of CUI. Next one is GUI, that is graphical user interface. So this type of operating system provides an environment which is based on graphics. So, means the user can see and then click something to get something done. So here mouse is acting as a pointing device. So the user can perform actions by mouse click over an icon of the application. On the desktop we can see many icons. We can see the folder icon, file icon. Clicking on those icons, we can perform various tasks. So this is the example. This is the graphical user interface. Example is Windows operating system, Unix is there, Linux is there. Many operating system nowadays provide the graphical user interface, but at earlier times there was no graphical user interface. There was only character user interface. So hope you understood today's topic, that is different types of operating system and operating system interfaces. So that's all for today's lesson. Thank you and have a nice day.